Now, Bardcore, or Tavern Wave, some like to call it, is a musical micro-genre that became popular in 2020 during the plague. That plague is consisting of medieval-inspired remakes of popular songs or meme songs. The typical instruments you will find and hear in this type of genre are the lute and other medieval instruments such as cymbals, tambourines, hurdy-gurdies, lyres, harps, litterns, bagpipes, flutes, organs, and even recorders. There does also exist a fusion genre that was formed a year or so after it got popular, which is now called Pirate Wave. Now, that genre does have its own take on popular songs like Bardcore, but they are more along the lines of sea shanties than anything else. Still, they are well worth checking out if you enjoy pirate stuff. Before the term Bardcore was widely known like it is today, in December 2017, a medieval version of Toxicity by System of a Down was published by a YouTuber called Agal the Bard, and currently has 8.4 million views. The biggest difference between his music and Bardcore overall is that he actually uses the instruments that were used in medieval times. In his cover video, he uses a bozoku, lute guitar, a thin whistle, a hand drum, darbuka, and, of course, a tambourine. I can just see a nobleman hearing this cover at the tavern and writing to the king and saying, "Sire, the bard playeth the devil's tune on your lute. Shall we take him for a witch and give him over to the fire?" And the king's response would totally be like, "Nay, verily I say, melody smites with great vigor. I say, well strummed, bard, well strummed." The origin of Bardcore as a distinct trend can be seen to blow up on April 20th, 2020, during the plague lockdown, the plague, when the 27-year-old German YouTuber Cornelius Link released Astromania Medieval Style. The track was a remake of Tony Iggy's 2010 electronic dance track Astromania, which had been gained a widespread attention as a soundtrack to the Coffin Dance. Link followed this a few weeks later with a medieval-style instrumental version of Foster the People's Pumped Up Kicks, which Canadian YouTuber Hallegard von Blingen, a play on the name of the medieval composer Hallegard von Blingen, then re-released a added vocal track using a medieval-style adaptation of the original lyrics. By the end of June, both versions had reached 4 million views. Hallegard von Blingen had covered also Lady Gaga's Bad Romance, Creep by Radiohead, Jolene by Dolly Parton, Summertime Sadness by Lana Del Rey, and Something That I Used to Know by Goaty, changing the rhythm and lyrics to fit the genre. Funny enough, Wu-Tang Clan endorsed Bardcore artist Beetle the Bardcore by reposting a cover of their track Cream on their official YouTube channel, which is pretty fucking dope, I gotta say. Later on, the trend was joined by other YouTubers, including Lithuanian band Aji, Greywick, Constantine Bard, and Samus Orticus. The artwork for Bardcore songs are frequently medieval representations of the song being covered, often in the styles of bayou tapestries or illuminated manuscripts. And in October 2020, Scott Mills featured tracks by prominent Bardcore artists Beetle the Bardcore, Hilgard von Blingen, and Standout on his primetime BBC Radio 1 show. Now, I gotta say, overall, Bardcore is a cool-ass idea and concept for a genre that no one could have seen coming out of the fucking plague times. Like, I remember the first Bardcore song I heard, which was the Astromania cover, and I couldn't believe someone had made a version of that song, but in a medieval bard style, which is Bardcore, that I had no idea was going to be the genre it is now. My favorite artists of the genre are definitely Cornelius Link, Beetle the Bardcore, and Hilgard von Blingen. They are the main three artists that have been making music for the genre still and have been going strong and steady ever since. Yes, the genre is a niche, interesting internet genre that came out of nowhere, where people were literally throwing hands over paper for their assholes, but you gotta admit, some of these songs are absolutely fucking bangers, that some would even say puts the original versions to shame. Like, how can you hear this and not go absolutely mad at your local tavern?